Okay, so we're back with another homeowner tip. And you guys are probably getting used to us doing this a couple of times a month. And it's always been kind of a tongue in cheek or scared straight kind of thing because I'm not really great at swinging a hammer. And I've certainly made a lot of mistakes in the things I've done and tried to improve, upgrade, repair, replace in my home. And I've learned some valuable lessons. And hopefully, some of that I can impart on you guys. A lot of it, of course, is that we have a robust database of people that are experts in some of these things, whether it's your roof or your furnace or your plumbing or whatever the case may be. So I'm able to get good feedback, good input, good data from a lot of people that do these different trades, and then I can impart their wisdom onto you. So some of it is legit good advice, and some of it is legit don't do this bad advice when I try to take some of the stuff on myself. So on to some good advice, because most of you are in the Denver metro area. Obviously, we do residential work all across Colorado. We do commercial work all across the country, but the vast majority of you are here in Colorado. So you know that summer just won't end. It's another warm, dry, 80-degree day. We haven't had any rain, and I can't remember how long. We had one of the most dangerous brush fire days in recent history. I don't know, it was maybe a week or two ago. We aren't getting any snow yet, and that's not completely abnormal. And obviously, as time goes on, it seems to be more and more normal. But I've certainly seen snow in the high country in June and July. I've seen snow down here, the high desert, 6,000 feet in September. Now it's mid-October, maybe a little later, depending on when you guys actually get to see this video, and it just doesn't seem like summer is going to end. So a lot of the concern I have with that circumnavigates around my lawn and my landscaping. Now, those of you that know me really well know that this isn't something I'm a big fan of. I try to do this as low maintenance as I can. I have very little in the way of grass, and the majority of my yard work is just picking up leaves in the fall, which is fine. However, I do have some grass, and I spoke to a couple of people that do really commercial landscape type work, but obviously have good insight that way. And what I was able to get from them over the last week is that it was okay to shut down the sprinklers, and I did. And it's okay to drain those lines, and I did. I have not blown them out yet. I have started doing that myself. And if you guys have questions about how or why, or need some assistance, or need some of the tools that I've acquired in order to do that, please feel free. Happy to lend them. But I shut off the sprinklers, I drain the line. And if it gets to a point where we ever do get down to freezing or have repeated nights where the temperature drops below freezing, then I'll deal with it. My sprinkler lines are not buried very deep. If yours are, you may not have to worry about it with the first freeze. If they're close to the surface, you would want to. And basically, the information that I got from the different landscapers was, yeah, it's absolutely fine to shut it down, let it start going dormant, but do cut it, do fertilize it, and I did, and then do water it. Make sure that that fertilizer gets down into the soil and isn't going to burn the grass over the course of the dormancy. So that's basically the tip this time around. Is if you're tired of watering and mowing, and man, am I tired of watering and mowing, then go ahead, shut them off. No need yet to drain or blow out the sprinklers, although you can. Draining them is obviously easy, and I can go close the valves and turn the water back on, and if I want to water again. But do cut it, fertilize it, water it some to get the fertilizer down, and then you can shut all of that off, and then it's totally okay for your lawn to start going dormant in mid-October. The flip side of that coin was that the sooner you let it go dormant, the more work it may take to bring it back in the spring. You may need some extra early days of watering. You may want to be watering by hand, those kinds of things. So take that with a grain of salt. Other than that, I hope you guys are all doing well. Things are chaos. Being an adult is wild, and the world is a cartoon. So we just keep on going. And yeah, if you guys have questions about any of the stuff or you want to talk to these, I talked to a commercial landscaper, I talked to a residential sprinkler guy, and one other that does both residential and commercial work for both landscaping and snow removal. So if you guys want their information, certainly feel free as well. And we'll see you guys next time.